Fans of the Alien expanded universe have enjoyed the massive amount of materials that Dark Horse Comics has brought to us over the years. However, with Fox's buyout by Disney, the comics would now be in the hands of Marvel, and this has many fans concerned, wondering if Marvel would be adult enough to handle an R-rated property like the Alien. I personally wanted to reserve any judgment for now, as I've read good adult comics from Marvel in the past. Getting ready for issue number 1's release on March 24th, Marvel has released a trailer for that first issue, and I have to say that it not only looks amazing, but it seems that 20th Century Studios has allowed the comics to go into areas of the Alien franchise that I believe were somewhat off limits before. Written by Philip Kennedy Johnson with art by Salvador Larroca, our story follows Gabriel Cruz, an ex-colonial Marine who's looking to patch things up with his son with the help of a Bishop model android. However, even in civilian life, Gabriel can't escape the grasp of the deadly xenomorph aliens. The trailer begins with what looks like a space station or some kind of large space vessel next to a smaller, much more modern looking craft in orbit above Earth. The next shot is also of a space station, but I'm not totally sure where this one is, as the shape in the background is blacked out. The structure here is rather large. It looks to me like it's not the same one as before, but we don't see enough of it to fully confirm that. And then we come to a room that brings back the memories or nightmares of Alien Resurrection and the failed Ripley clones. It's hard to tell what exactly is being experimented on here. Each tube contains a different looking subject. Some look like animal hybrids, and some look bipedal, yet not quite human. They all seem to have a bit of the xenomorph mixed in with them, with misshapen heads, and a bony exterior appearance. Someone's waking up from hypersleep, or at the very least, they are inside a hypersleep chamber. We're looking out through their eyes, and something is written on the glass. Alien Inside. A possible homage to the Don't Open Dead Inside warning from The Walking Dead. But here, it's from the other side. They've trapped this guy in because he's the one who's been implanted by the facehugger. We then see an animated version of that cover art for the first issue. The alien here looks a bit different than others that we're used to, with an almost sharpened looking ribcage and a fleshy look underneath its head dome. I would note though that the cover art is done by In-hyuk Lee, while the aliens drawn inside by Salvador are much more normal looking. We're then treated to flashes of horrific scenes while music pounds in the background. There's a nice shot of a smooth domed alien drone, and then we get a bunch of images of colonial marines trapped in an alien hive. Two of them are looking around horrified, while another one not only has a facehugger already wrapped around his head, but he has more of them crawling all over him like spiders. The facehuggers here are a bit different than ones that we've seen before, with longer tails and what looks like longer tail spines. Looking closer at the facehuggers seen here, the first section of their fingers is split up into two bones, whereas others that we've seen elsewhere have only one. Either way, I do like the art style. The aliens and their various stages should never look identical in my mind. Their adaptability should always create some differences from hive to hive and environment to environment. We then see someone else in hypersleep, no writing on the glass here, but an alien is outside looking like it's ready to strike. We then see another drone, up close and animated, and then we get this mass of aliens, warriors, and drones alike, all grouped up together. There are even facehuggers crawling around with them. And then you see something that is a bit of a surprise. A hammerpede, which is curious as they've only been seen on LV-223 during the Prometheus mission.
She's mesmerized.
I've already done a video exploring the hammerpedes. They're a species of unknown worm found in the ampule room on LV-223. However, once they were exposed to the black catalyst substance from those urns, they quickly mutated into the hammerpede. Your regular adult xenomorph aliens come from eggs or egg morphine. The hammerpede, however, is directly from the pathogen. And if you, like me, thought that this inclusion of prequel material was surprising, then wait until you see this. A new creature with the biomechanical stylings of one H.R. Giger. Now, I have heard people say that she looks like Sizzle from the movie Species, a design that was also done by Giger, but this is more likely a cross between Giger's Lee and the experimentation done to Elizabeth Shaw by David in Alien Covenant, whose look was modeled by Giger's Lee in the first place. Although, the creature in the comic looks closer to Lee than Shaw did. You can even see the horns present in both images. But who made her? David? Or someone perhaps continuing on with his experiments? And just where is this all taking place? Could it be on LV-223? There are likely still urns there full with the pathogen, and it is home to the hammerpede. Or it could be Planet 4. Shaw's body is still there in David's lab. The only thing is, we didn't see typical xenomorphs in either place. We had the Deacon on 223 and the Praetomorph on P4. The Fire and Stone comics would add standard aliens to LV-223, and even though the comic was originally meant to be in the main film canon, it was later changed to have taken place in the expanded universe instead. Either way, aliens do tend to get from planet to planet pretty easily. There is even the possibility that the aliens were brought there for experimentation and comparisons with the other alien life. This comic would also likely take place after Alien Covenant in the time frame, so this could be Origai 6, if that is in fact truly where David was heading at the film's climax. The only thing is, David would no longer have access to the urns or pathogen as it was all used up at this point in time, leaving us on LV-223, P4, or some other unknown planet or moon. I personally see this as a huge step for the Alien universe. The last few Dark Horse comic book series were considered to be in canon with the main film universe, and I expect the same to hold true here as well, meaning we are finally exploring the prequels and the original 4 films as one single universe. Now, they always were in the same universe, but while Fox was waiting to decide on whether or not they would do a third prequel with Ridley Scott, the comics were basically on hold when it came to stories covering prequel ideas, as we saw with the removal of the Deacons from the Fire and Stone series. Now, I'm really excited about the prequel inclusion here. It only expands the Alien universe, giving us new creatures, new possibilities, and maybe even some answers to the questions posed by Prometheus and Covenant. The Dark Horse comics seem to focus on the aliens aspect of the franchise, not so much on Alien, the first film. Whereas with the new series, I get a feeling of a good mix, a more complete Alien universe, with the horror of Alien, the excitement of Aliens, and the mystery of the prequels. Thanks for watching, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the trailer down below. Did it change your mind on the ability for Marvel to make an Alien comic? I never thought that they couldn't do it, but seeing this gives me good hope for the project. Your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions go a long way towards helping the channel grow. Take care, and I hope to see you next time.